need this, baby? Or... no, I'll be okay. All right, thank you.
Look at that, y'all. Free entrance into the park. If you can only get it to stick. Hi guys, we're back in the park today. We're by ourselves, no more waiting on friends, no more hanging around. Now we got that park pass, so we can come in here whenever we want. We just entered the park. It's really huge. We've driven through it a few times because sometimes, especially if you're just trying to get across town, the fastest way to get places is to go through the park, which when you have a park pass like we do, it makes it really easy and you don't have to pay every time. So we're back in here today and tomorrow, and we're just going to, what are we going to do, Steve?
Show you guys a bunch of cool spots in the actual park, since we have keep on claiming that we're in Joshua Tree, and we literally have showed you guys 0 of the park. So that's what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, so come on, let's go.
Alright y'all, so we kind of just pulled over on the side here. As you can see, we just hanging out. But the dogs aren't allowed on any of the trails, so we are gonna kind of just walk them straight in, because I guess if it's not a trail, then I think that they're allowed, right? If they're only designated not in trails, then just don't go on the trails. But we're gonna wear them out, and then we're gonna go check out a couple more places along the way. I think we're gonna do some of maybe like the northern side of the park today. So yeah, I don't know. We'll be in touch. We'll let you guys know what's going on, how everything is, where we're at, all that fun stuff. But right now, we're gonna make some
breakfast!
What up, y'all? So today I believe we are doing the Hidden Valley Trail currently. We were reading the sign back at the beginning, and it's a place that a bunch of cattle rustlers, people who steal cattle, used to come and keep them all in here, because it's a box canyon, which means that there's one entrance, no way out. But yeah, they would come keep them here because it was all surrounded by big rocks, so you couldn't see into the canyon except for the one entrance, so they would be easier to keep them there. But yeah, so I think it's like a mile roughly, but it's tons of these like gorgeous boulders. I think we're gonna be probably hanging out and maybe seeing sunset here, so we'll let you guys know. I also wanted to point out how crazy all of these freaking boulders are. Like, look at this thing's huge. Here, go crawl underneath that one.
Coming.
They need to see how big this is. Could just be looking at a tiny little pile of pebbles.
Is it gonna fall on me?
Huge. Wow. Could keep a lot of cows in here. We're about halfway around this loop. We're all down in the pits of all the rocks. So, yup, it's a hike. Crazy, huh? Just want to read this to you guys. Rock climbers call the monolith in front of you the Great Burrito. Hi y'all, that was our walk through Hidden Valley.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah,
It's getting kind of chilly.
it is. And so we're gonna go jump down to Karma down there. She's over there somewhere. Alright, and we are back walking again. Alright, so today we are going to be taking you to a couple other places in Joshua Tree. We kind of only took you guys really to that one yesterday. But currently Sierra has some stuff that she's doing this morning. I drove just a little ways in the park, and I can't remember what hike this actually is, but I'm just gonna go walk in a little ways and probably walk back out, so nothing too important. But for the rest of them, we'll introduce probably like where we're going, what it's about, and then show you guys a little bit from there. But yeah, so hang in there. All right guys, so fun fact about Joshua Tree real quick, right? And so there's a couple different types of deserts. And this one is where the Sonoran meets the Mojave. So Mojave is gonna be the one that's like up towards Las Vegas and all that, but it's crazy because then you get a lot of these similarities. So like right now, it very much feels a lot like Arizona still. You know, I mean, we even still have the cholla. I don't know, I mean, there's definitely not as much of it, but you know, there's some. I don't know, so it's interesting, but then you have these like tiny Joshua trees, and then it'll show you as we go on too, just like how the different terrain affects this area. It's very interesting. Alright y'all, so if you remember how I was talking about this is like a transition zone from the Sonoran to the Mojave, you get these interesting patches of things sometimes because of it's just like a lot of the plants up here are based in elevation, like that's why all the, you know, the Joshua trees that you see as we're passing, that's why all of those are able to grow like specifically here in the United States and not so much somewhere else. But coming up here, we thought we were closer, but we're not. But I'll show you what these transition zones can kind of resemble in really odd, interesting ways that we've been finding. This is going to be one of them transitions. Just all of a sudden you in your worst desert nightmare. All it is cholla. As far as the eye can see, cholla. I mean, y'all. How far it goes? Look, it's like literally all the way down there. But anyway, this one's only like a 0.2 mile little roundabout loop. It just goes up and over. So it's really not that bad. So if you do come in on the south side entrance, I would say do this one. If not, it is a ways from like the rest of the park if you're coming in on Yucca Valley or through Joshua Tree.
It takes about maybe 40, I'd say like 45 minutes to drive through the entire park.
Yeah, so it's pretty wild. But alright, yeah, so we're just gonna whip this real quick, take some photos, and probably get back up to the other part. Alright, bye now. Into all the cholla, we go right back out.
Yeah, guys, and we made this avocado toast. Steve eating the sandwich. Ready to get the day going.
And a quick jaunt off with the puppies. Does anybody else feel like they're either in Australia or like the wilds of Africa or something? I don't know. It's very reminiscent of somewhere else, but this is my favorite boulder. We've decided, the giant one sticking out of the thing.
It's the crashed Titanic.
Yeah, seriously, it looks like the back of a ship. Currently where we are going, we had to park ways away, so that's why we're walking along the road. But we're going to the Hall of Horrors. Dun 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 dun! Yeah, I don't know why it's called the Hall of Horrors. We're gonna find out, and then we'll inform y'all. And I don't even know what's supposed to be there, so stick around. All right, y'all, so Hall of Horrors. Okay, guys, so we've been walking in the Hall of Horrors. There was no sign, so I don't know why it's called Hall of Horrors. So we're gonna make up why it's called Hall of Horrors. My reasoning is I think that there was a great battle and execution, and it was a humongous massacre, and then since it never rains in the desert, the bodies just sat here and rotted forever, and then people came and just found like a giant pile of bones everywhere.
That's a good one.
That's mine. What's your Sierra?
That this is where a life-sucking desert monster lives. You can see, look, he's sucking the life out of some of the bushes. You can see the gray ones. They're slowly withering and dying. And if you're not careful, the life-sucking desert monster will come after you.
Dun, dun, dun. But in reality, after walking past all these trails, I'm pretty sure, see, 'cause we came from all the way over there, but now we're at this one, and there's just tons of rock climbers. So maybe it's just that these are really steep, crazy inclines that are hard to climb, and that's why it's called Hall of Horrors.
If so, I'll say that's very anticlimactic.
It is, like, no pile of bones, no monsters. Also, did you know that in this area they call basically what their equivalent of Bigfoot would be is the Yucca Man? And it kind of makes sense because these are, I get they're called Joshua trees, but they're actually in like the family of Yucca. And some of them straight up just do look like people hanging out. So I could see that. Monsters eating people. Everybody, the Joshua tree is cool, but look at this juniper, right? Look how massive it is. Just straight up. All the way to the top. Wild, wild, I say, wild. Everybody, we have some tragic news. We've decided to give up van life altogether. After long discussion, we've decided that
We're cave people now.
this here cave is now going to be our new home. We figure the dogs can sleep over there. Most of the time we can build a little bed underneath here. Behind me will be the kitchen with the cabinets. Just gotta patch up this hole a little bit. But yeah, so be ready for our next series of videos called
Cave Life.
Cave Life.
Honey, dinner's ready.
Alright guys, but as you can see, we are currently walking back to the car. There was never a sign of why it was called Hall of Horrors, so it's definitely the monsters and the bodies and the piles of bones. Guys, it's just one of those things. Sometimes you're really close with somebody and you're really enjoying where you're going, and then you come to find out that you've taken different paths in life. Alright guys, have no idea what this trail was called. It's just where we parked down from the Hall of Horrors, which I'll show you. The Hall of Horrors is right over there. We parked right there. But it's just like another rock climbing spot. I guess we saw a bunch of people bringing like bouldering gear and like actual rock climbing equipment. But yeah, we just climbed up a little ways because we are not your professional rock climbers. But look how gorgeous this is. Sorry, all I'm gonna do is show you guys views. But yeah, but from here, we are going to go back and go
Towards Skull Rock.
Yeah, towards Skull Rock. There's a couple like big boulders kind of like this. And we're gonna go watch that full moon rise today. Because we saw it when we were driving through the park yesterday and oh my goodness,
So
it was
big.
just like a coin you could reach up and take out of the sky. But yeah, so we're gonna hang out, but it'll probably be a little bit before you guys hear from again. But okay y'all, so we out at one of the exhibits. It's called Skull Rock. We didn't get a park in front of it because it was kind of packed, but it literally does. It looks like, take one of these and just makes the entire face of it look like a giant skull. So if you're interested in that, come check it out. Maybe we'll drive by and show you a picture of it, maybe. But we're just gonna go climb around on some of these rocks and watch the moon rise and see the sunset, and it's going to be glorious. Alright y'all, sorry about the wind, but there's the road. We came up, there was a harrowing pass that we had to go over. Sierra did so well.
I don't do that good with heights.
That's alright, I don't feel like anybody really does. But yeah, but we kind of picked this spot because we get to see the sunrise over there. I don't know how much you can see because of the sun. Let me see if I can see. So we got all that terrain and that sun's gonna silhouette it, but that's gonna be the sunset, and then the moonrise is going to happen over that direction, so it's going to come up all these other things. So we figured it was a pretty alright spot. Yeah. We got the sunrise, but no moon yet. Still beautiful colors over there though. We're hoping in like a couple minutes, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, because it's freezing up here. Alright guys, so Sierra has a slight scare of heights, and to get where we just were, we had to cross this crazy thing from there to there. It might not look very far, but it was but we haven't seen the moon yet. We're starting to freeze our butts off, so we're gonna start heading back down. As soon as the moon pops a beautiful face, we'll show y'all. Okay guys, so that was our week. That was a couple of places that we found a Joshua tree. That's just some of the things that we did. Currently, we just woke up, we drove down to this park. Oh no, those are bathrooms, I'm not trying to show you that. But behind the bathrooms there's a skate park, so I'm gonna go skate a little bit, stretch legs. You're staring at the cabinet right now. But we're currently gonna make some breakfast. We got a little toaster oven. A lot of people ask us how we make things in the van. I'm not gonna go into that, but we do have an oven range and a toaster oven. So you have stove, oven.
And if you guys couldn't tell, we love breakfast food.
We do love breakfast food. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this week,
make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, I'm Sierra, this is Steve. These are our dogs and we live in a van. So yeah, cool to have you guys.
All right, bye now.